Previously on the Dice Girls.
You guys look up and you see 3 brightly colored flying snakes.
Oh no, a 3.
4.
It was almost a 20. But then it flipped a little more and it's a 2.
Oh, 1.
4.
A 3. Why can't we roll any double digits?
You guys are real bad at this.
The snakes are just like, wow. Wow. So I'm dead. I didn't know I could actually die.
Yep, and that's the first thing he did.
Will our adventurers make it back to town in time to save their gnome friend? Can they find out what might have happened to him? And what does Max put in those ciders? You're about to find out. With sugar and spice and a roll of the dice, you're listening to The Dice Girls.
You head back into town, your little jars of fungus, and you take it to Max because you really don't know where Gabe is. You don't know where his kind of workshop apothecary place is located. Max seems pretty impressed that you guys.
It's a good thing he wasn't there.
Wow, I didn't expect to see the 3 of you again. Whether you succumbed to creatures in the jungle or just kind of ran off not caring. But okay. Gabe is around the corner down the street and he gives you directions to Gabe's apothecary.
Okay, off we go.
Alright, so you head on to Gabe's apothecary and it's there's a sign on the door that says it's closed. And
No.
Is there a Dropbox?
there's no Dropbox.
I have lockpicks, but I don't know if we want to break in. Oh, we have to find Gabe.
We should just find Gabe. Let's not break into his house.
Yes.
They're there. Okay. I have lockpicks.
Okay.
If we need to break in.
Yeah, I think we need to find Gabe, because we don't know how to make the saving potion anyway.
So, you scour the streets, you can see a couple of different shops. There's like an armory, there's a weapons and equipment shop, there's, a lot of boat supply stores, things like that. And you don't really find Gabe anywhere. He's not to be found.
Maybe we go back to Max to see if he knows anything?
Are there any people around?
Yeah, there's
let's ask somebody.
Yeah,
let's approach someone and ask them.
Approach a civilian.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so there is a family of humans walking down the street. They look like they're about to go into one of the boat supply shops. It's a husband and a wife, and they have a young kid with them. And you can kind of hear them talking about their upcoming trip out to sea.
Okay, I guess I'll go up to them.
The little kid screams when they see you.
Okay,
and hides behind the mom's leg.
Okay,
and the mom gives you a dirty look.
No, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to find someone. Maybe you can help us. We're looking for Gabe. He's a dwarf. He runs the apothecary here.
Yeah, the pharmacist.
We're not from around here. I haven't seen Gabe. I don't know Gabe.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to bother you.
They kind of hurriedly walk away. They are a little spooked.
Okay, I don't think I should be approaching anyone anymore. I don't think. I don't. Well, maybe you don't know this Triggus is a Triton, but most people don't take too well to half orcs or orcs like me. So
it's very surprising. You're quite lovely.
Well, thanks. I think. I appreciate that. But
perhaps Magma should approach.
I will agree with that, since I am the human of the group.
Yes.
I will do the approaching from now on.
We should have done that first.
Probably. But they weren't from around here anyway, so I don't think they could have helped us.
No, that's true. But maybe next time we won't scare anybody's kids. Mara, if you would, please. And maybe we can find Gabe if we ask around.
Yeah. Is there anybody else?
There's a couple more people, but you guys maybe get the feeling that they're like touristy type people. So you're likely to get similar answers.
Can I investigate the apothecary, like outside of it, to see
if you would like? I mean, if you guys want to go back to the apothecary, that's
Maybe there's a sign of where he went. Maybe right below the closed sign, we didn't see the second sign that said "out to lunch, back in an hour."
20 minutes. All right, so you head back to the apothecary, and you are gonna roll a d20. Okay. To do your perception or investigation check. Sorry.
A 6 again,
and then you get
+2,
so 8. So what am I gonna give you for that?
You can read the closed sign.
It says closed.
You look in the window, but the blinds are closed.
There are definitely no other signs on the door, but you notice that the lights inside behind the blinds are on.
Did we not knock on the door?
Yeah, can we knock on the door?
Oh my goodness.
I knock on the door. Jesus Christ.
Oh, it's a good thing we didn't go talk to Max.
Did you knock on the door?
No, we didn't.
That'd be awkward.
Okay. Yeah, you knock on the door. You knock on the door, and a moment later, you can hear someone approaching from the other side. And you hear from the other side, you hear Gabe's voice, and he says, "We're closed."
Gabe, it's us. We brought back the fungus.
Oh, okay. And he opens up the door, and he kind of peeks out a little bit. He just cracks it open. He doesn't really let you guys in. He kind of looks you over and says, all right, what did you get? What'd you manage to bring me?
I pull out the
three
jar.
jars full of the fungus.
Perfect. Guys, this is wonderful. Hopefully I'll be able to help figure out what's going on with this guy. And as he's talking, you hear from the background, you hear a very loud scream that is cut off by kind of a real gushy popping sound.
Oh,
And
no.
Gabe looks real shocked and kind of shuts the door and walks away.
No. I knock on the door.
Gabe doesn't answer.
Do we force our way in?
Yes, we do. We have to. Did he take the jars of the stuff?
He didn't. He once he heard the sound, he kind of just looked real shocked and then turned and hurried back.
Did he lock the door behind him?
He did not.
Oh.
So we can just walk in.
Okay.
Maybe only one of us should walk in.
I'm real sneaky.
Oh,
Well-
perhaps.
Maybe we can just reason with him. Maybe he knows something about. Maybe he's figured something out. I mean,
It doesn't look like you figured anything out.
well, no, but maybe he could tell where it came from or who did it or something. Some kind of anything that. I mean, what's going on? You know?
I could sneak in there and try to see what's happening.
Can we just yell in the door?
I don't think he's gonna answer.
I think Magma should investigate.
Well, Magma.
You have a fake name for your fake name. That's how I feel.
Okay, I yell through the door. Please, Gabe. What? Can you tell us anything about what's going on?
You can, through the door, kind of hear Gabe kind of scurrying around a little bit. He's moving around a lot in there. And he's just... You hear a really loud, a really deep sigh. And he comes back to the door.
See, we didn't have to break in.
The door was unlocked.
He cracks it open a little bit. Did you yell? You yelled through the door.
I yelled through the door, yeah.
Yeah, he cracks it open a little bit, and you can see some red, dark stains on his robe, and he has like a rag that is real stained. And he just kind of shakes his head and says, I appreciate you guys going on that journey, but unfortunately our gnome friend didn't didn't quite make it.
Do we know who he is? Did you get his name or where he's from?
He didn't have any identification on him. There are clans of gnomes that live, to the east and north of here. He could have been from either direction or from somewhere else. Guys, I'm gonna be frank with you. It's not pretty in here, so I'm gonna need to get back to cleaning up my workshop. It's real bad.
But how did he die?
Did his head explode?
Gabe looks a little shocked at you.
Rhakna.
I don't know how you knew that.
I just
thank you.
Not.
Thank you, Gabe. Thank you for your time.
Yeah.
We'll leave you to it.
Yeah. And he just gently shuts the door behind him.
I just assumed because he was clutching his head in pain, and then a gurgle sound.
Dude.
So
We were too late.
So assumed that his head had
Yeah,
exploded.
I think we were too late. We still have the fungus.
Yeah, he's still the fungus.
I don't trust Gabe, though. I think there's more to the story than, he died, we must leave now.
He's pretty preoccupied. You get the feeling that, like, a head exploding in someone's workshop is pretty pressing matter.
Okay.
He's got a lot to deal with right now.
Okay.
Hey guys, it's time for a solo with me, Becca, your DM, aka Explodey Dice. I just want to say, first of all, thank you so much for your patience with our sound quality for this and the past couple of episodes. It was our first session, and we had a few issues with the mic that we didn't realize until it was too late. Our next episode is going to have a little bit of better quality, and then the one after that is going to be even better, because by then we're all going to have our own microphones, which I'm super excited about. So again, thank you so much for your patience. Our sound quality will improve, hopefully along with our playing abilities. If you're still here, thank you so much for sticking around. Just a quick reminder, if you would like to follow us on social media, we are on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at The Dice Girls. And then also a reminder to check out our Patreon page. There's some really cool bonus content that I had a lot of fun putting together so far. And there's some pretty interesting, there's some pretty neat packages available. Every little tiny bit helps. So wanted to put that out there. And that was really all I have to say today. It's a real short break. So the show must go on.
Maybe somebody else in town knows who the gnome was. Maybe we can figure out why this happened to him. I'm gonna go ask around and see what I can find out.
Fair enough.
Would Max know? Maybe we could.
All right, it's getting to be evening time again. You head back to the Rusty Spoon, and it's a pretty similar scene to the night before. You see Corellius scoffs at you as you walk in, and he kind of snickers, and you hear a couple whispers in that corner about soup and potatoes, and it's just generally unpleasant, as Corellius tends to be. Again, Xander, he's up on the stage, doing his spiel, asking for signups, and the dice players are not there this time.
Okay.
The mood seems a little more somber in the bar this evening. Somehow, because it's a small town, somehow people have already seemed to kind of get whispers of the gnome's death. They're really not sure, from little snippets of conversation that you can overhear, they're really not sure how he died. Some crazy guy is saying his head exploded, and everyone's like, that's ridiculous, don't be stupid. But people, it's the talk of the town, and when you walk in, eyes kind of turn to you a little bit, then there are some whispers, because you three were accused of being the ones to injure this gnome, and so you're a little bit part of that rumor mill.
I just want to go straight to Max. He's the only one who's gonna know me, so I don't want to talk to anybody else.
Yes.
Alright, yeah, he is behind the bar. You see him. As you do go in, you see the same half-orc guards that were there, and the female one approaches you, and she says, hey, I want to apologize for accusing you the other night. I really don't think now that you had anything to do with that gnome, and Max told Dirk and I here that you guys kind of went to try and help this guy out, so I just want to apologize to you guys. My name is Rue, by the way, and she just kind of gives you a nod. And Dirk, you can see Dirk, kind of nodding beside her, like, yeah, we were jerks. so you get that as you walk in.
Thanks, guys. It's nice to meet you, officially. I'm Rhakna. I don't suppose you guys know anything about this gnome.
I mean, this is Rue, again. We've, rumors. It's a very small town. Everyone's talking. Some travelers have said that this spell, they've seen something like this before, but other people are saying, we really don't even have an official report from Gabe yet about what happened. No, it was grisly, I guess, is the common denominator here.
I think it was.
Oh, yeah. She kind of looks a little queasy at that thought. Like, she is a pretty sensitive stomach. Yeah. Well, I heard a group of passersby over there who seem to think they may have seen that gnome before in another town, but I'm not positive. Maybe Max might have more information, or the travelers. You can talk to them. It's a lot of rumor right now, and she's still thinking she's just kind of getting. Yeah, it's not good. I don't know much. Sorry.
All right, no, that helps. Thanks.
And she and Dirk kind of return to Dirk returns to his post at the door. She kind of scurries off to the bathroom.
Oh, no. Okay, what are the travelers? What's their situation right now?
So, it's a group of 3. There's 2 males and a female. They are dwarven travelers. And you can kind of just tell that they're just tired. They're just looking for, kind of like Mara on her first night. They're just looking for a hot meal and a bed to sleep in for the night. They are kind of, talking amongst themselves. They're really not paying a lot of attention to the scenery.
Okay.
And those are the specific travelers that Rue pointed out. And
right.
You also do see Max behind the bar. He's just, doing his bartender thing, serving up soup and ale. And like I said, you can tell it's definitely a little more muted.
I want to talk to them, but I want to talk to Max too. I just don't want to miss the travelers if they try to leave, but they don't look like they're going anywhere anytime soon.
No, they seem pretty well.
Okay, I think I'd approach Max.
Okay.
And I'm gonna ask him if he knows anything about that gnome.
Yeah, go up to Max, and he gives you like a little sad kind of half smile, and nods, kind of like, whew. Man, what a mess. Can I offer you guys some ale for your trouble? For all the trouble that you went through to go and get that fungus?
Have you ever tried ale?
I have not.
Triggus?
What is this ale you speak of?
Well, Triton ale is, it's a real treat. It's a type of alcohol.
Yes, I will try it.
Alright.
None for me, thanks.
Or me.
Alright, well,
Great.
You guys are getting Triggus drunk. Alright, so... Max pours you a big ol' thing of ale and sets it in front of you and kind of looks at you guys. And...
Hey Max, do you know anything about those travelers in the corner? Rue mentioned that they might know something. Do you know anything about these guys before I ask them anything?
Yeah, they were traveling. I think they said traveling south to kind of, I think, see some family. Just standard travel kind of stuff. They said they came from the north. It's okay.
Triggus is drunk.
Yeah, they said they came from the north. Narstad, I think, was the name of the town that they came from, and they're just passing through and happened to be here on a pretty rough time. They were here They were in town the night the gnome guy, well, that was tonight. They were here the night the gnome arrived in town. They had already tucked in for the night, so they didn't really find out much about it until the next morning. But I think I heard them mention something about something going on in their town, or maybe they crossed paths with him along their travels. I don't remember. I hear 100 people talk a day about their travels. Sorry, but But yeah, I think they're nice people. Here is a tip: the dwarven woman is very fond of the cider. If you want to butter her up.
Oh, okay. Thanks. Well, Mara, I think I'd feel better if you were the one to approach them.
I think that might go a little better.
Take them a drink.
Yeah, I think we should take them a drink.
Drinks?
Yeah, drinks.
Yeah.
No, just give one of them a drink.
Yeah.
Hey, you.
Hey, just
Only
specifically
you.
Just
Yeah.
only you.
Yeah, I think we should take them some drinks and ask what.
Yes. What's going on?
Yeah, what's going on? Where they came from? If they had ever seen anything like that with the gnome.
All right, so you buy a round of drinks and head over to their table, and they don't really notice you approaching. They're kind of caught up in their own conversation.
Excuse me.
They don't really seem to hear you.
Triggus, you want to start singing them a song? Grab their attention?
Maybe if I play the bagpipes, it'll get their attention.
Yes, please.
No. Maybe we can find another way.
Okay, I set the drinks down on their table and slide them towards them.
They look up at you, and they're pretty. Their eyes are wide. They've tucked a few back. They're feeling pretty good. They see you first, Mara, and all three of them, hey! And then they catch your eye, and they're a little hesitant, but they're still, they're travelers. They've seen a lot of different people and different races, and they're like, hey! And then they see Triggus, and they're just like, hey! Because they have never seen you before. And the woman of the group looks at you and says, "What's the occasion for the drinks? Thank you, stranger. Thank you."
We just wanted to hear about your travels and where you came from.
Oh man, we've been a little bit of everywhere. But I really want to hear about this guy. This guy right here.
Hello. The name is Triggus Garganath.
Wow, what a name, fella.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Well, it's nice to make your acquaintance. You have to pardon me, I've had a couple ciders. It's nice to make your acquaintance, Triggus Gargamesh?
Garganath.
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 Man, that's a mouthful.
Yes. And your name is?
I'm Edwina. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. She shakes your hand.
Nice
and
to meet you.
These are my buddies here. Gil. That's Gil. That's
Hey!
that's Thurgrin. And they give away. If they're busy drinking their drinks, they're like they're kind of enraptured in their drinks at the moment. But she's just fascinated by you.
Wow.
Where are you from?
I'm from the sea, madame.
I mean, clearly.
Yes.
Man, I'm what? This is gonna sound real bad, but I've had a few drinks. What are you?
I am a Triton.
A Triton.
Yes.
Are there lots of folk around
Yes,
here?
they're all in the ocean.
Oh, that makes sense.
I had to leave home, and
Well, why on earth did you do that?
they just didn't understand me.
I hear ya.
Yeah, it was a sad situation.
I hear ya. All right. Well. All right. So you're Triggus.
Triggus, yeah.
Triggus.
Yeah.
All right, Triggus. And what's your name, young lady?
My name is Mara.
Mara. Thank you so much for these drinks. As you can see, my companions are pretty enamored.
Yeah,
with
we've
me.
noticed.
Yeah. Thank you so much. And she takes a big swig and she kind of looks way up at you because they're sitting at a table and you're tall
And they're already dwarfs.
They're dwarves. Man, hi. What's your name?
I'm Rhakna.
You seem pretty soft spoken for who you are, Rhakna. Pardon my frankness. I've had a couple ciders.
Well, I don't always get a good reaction.
That's fair. I'm sorry to hear that, but I get it. You're real big.
Yeah, I know.
So what's the occasion? I think I asked you that already.
Yeah,
didn't I?
you did.
I've had a couple of ciders.
Yeah, so we've heard. We wanted to hear about your travels.
Oh man,
Where you've been.
It's been an adventure, folks. We started out in our hometown of Narstad, which is north of here, and we just kind of wanted to see the world and meet new people and creatures and just explore a little bit. So, and also Gil over here has got some family down south, and it's been probably 75 years since he's seen his mom, so he decided it was finally time to go and give her a visit. So, we're headed here and there and everywhere, and eventually we'll get to Gil's mama. It might be another 75 years before we get there, but man, we're having a good time. Have you tried the cider?
I have not tried the
It's so
cider.
good. It's real good.
What can you tell us about the little man whose head exploded?
Oh no.
What he means to say is we've heard some rumors that you might have seen something similar in your travels.
Her face just kind of goes white, at the sheer nonchalance. Well, fella, I don't know if they have a lot of head explosions under the sea, but this is not real common around here. It's not, man. Yeah, I ain't never seen anything like that before. But people were kind of describing that gnome, and well, if I could have seen him before his head exploded, I probably could have told you if I knew him or not. But now I figure it'd be a little more challenging.
It might be, yes.
But I don't know. We did run into a couple of gnomes up in Narstad, and not a lot of gnomes live there. I don't know if they were coming through or just traveling. Now that I think about it, hang on a sec. Let me try to remember. And she takes a big old swig of her apple cider, and she's thinking about it. Not far from Narstad, they have a little sister city, and I can't remember the name of it. It starts with an S, maybe a T. It's somewhere in that last half of the alphabet. But they have a little sister city, and people don't really go there because it's full of them tieflings. They're
Tieflings.
Tiefling. Oh, do you know what a tiefling is? Oh,
No,
honey.
I've never heard of them.
Tieflings are kind of a little bit like demon creatures.
Oh.
They got horns, and they got red eyes, and they got tails, and some kind of weird essence in their blood, and man, they can be a rowdy crowd, that's for sure. I mean, not all of them are bad, of course, you can't. But man, and them tieflings can be a little rough, and a whole bunch of them moved into that sister city near Narstad after, right when we were getting ready to leave, and that's about when the gnomes showed up. And now that I think about it, they didn't seem like they really wanted to be there. I think I don't know if it had something to do with each other. I don't know if the tieflings were collecting gnomes. I don't know. It's a little bit of rumor and a little bit of what we saw with our own two eyes, and it's hard to remember. I've had a few ciders, so, but there was something strange going on up there near Narstad. Now that I really think about it, maybe that gnome was one of the guys that we saw in Narstad. I don't really know too much more than that. Sorry, I couldn't be more help, guys.
Well, thank you for the information.
Thank you for the cider.
We will leave you to your drinks.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, that helps, thank you.
You guys have a lovely evening.
You do too.
And they get back to their drinking.
Okay, how far away is Narstad? Does anyone know?
You've been adventuring once, I believe.
Yes.
So yeah, you know that Narstad is probably about a week's journey away.
Okay. Is it in the same direction as the jungle cavern?
No, the jungle cavern. The jungle cavern was to the east. Narstad is to your north. And Narstad and the unnamed sister city that might start with a T or an S.
Well, guys, I don't know about this. I want to go check it out. I also can't get that cave off my mind. We left something screaming in there. It stopped. I don't know if we even have the time or capability to go back to that cave and try and find out what happened in there. For all we know, that guy's head, well, it might not be too different from what happened to our gnome friends. Should we go check out Narstad?
I think it would be in everybody's best interest to
Agreed.
go check it out.
Well, it's getting late. If we're gonna leave for Narstad, maybe we should go in the morning.
You guys tuck in for the night, and Max is kind enough to give you a room for another night. Although you can kind of tell you're a little bit wearing your welcome out. But he gives you another room, and you go to sleep.